Hi, I'm Cameron, I'm 31. I've got 3 properties, bought my first one at 21 and I don't think it's that hard.
My name is Ross. I'm 28-year-old guy. I'm working as a qualified chef full-time. I don't know why it's so hard these days, but it is getting more unaffordable.
Oh, a lot of the time when people say they can't afford a house, ask them what are they driving, what countries have they visited, you know, all these different things that I sort of put on hold to buy my place.
In Melbourne, it's the weather, the community, the culture. It's smashed ever these days. Coffee, and avocado and eggs, you know, you need it. You definitely need it. You can't compromise the breakfast.
What's stopping you from buying a house?
Oh, well, money.
Why?
Oh, well, it's way too expensive to afford it, come on.
How much do you need?
Oh, well, need about 80 grand to start with.
Where do you get that figure from?
The house's prices start with $500,000 these days. So basically, if I need a house...
This house didn't.
Which, this house?
No.
Because it's all the way far from where I live.
It's 35 minutes from the city.
No, come on, it's like 45, man. Just Google it.
I don't need to Google it, I drive it. This place here that we're sitting in now,
Yeah.
I put $28,000 in. And I've never had 20% deposit for any house ever. Like, for me to save 20% deposit would take forever. It wouldn't happen. So people get scared off by things like, you know, mortgage insurance and things like these. But it's just a fact of life. You're just not going to get the best rate and the best deal. And so for me to have to pay a little bit more with mortgage insurance or something, that's just the cost of doing business.
At the long term, if you go with the bank for 30 years bank, at the end of the year, you're paying about 50,000 more if you can't afford putting 20% on deposit.
But your house by then should be worth $500,000 more.
Maybe it will go down.
Well, it's not going to go down.
Well, it might go down.
Well, if it goes down, we're all done anyway. People have been saying that since before I bought my first house. The bubble's going to burst. At the end of the day, if you know that and you're going into it knowing that, then you're making an educated decision, and I would respect that. But the fact that you're sitting here saying you need $100,000 and you need 20%, that means that you've been misinformed. But this is also comes down to having, like, you know, an honest mortgage broker or you know, person at the bank and finding a decent real estate agent, which isn't the easiest thing on earth.
I've been to the auctions. When you go out there, the auction will start about, like, let's say $450. That would be minimum, and it will just go like $6 easy. People from here cannot afford a house, cannot get a house because the market is taken over by foreign buyers. They don't really care about how much price would go for their house, you know. And for them, it's not their house, they're just investment property. There is a limited property and there's so many people willing to buy it. How much do you think people should sacrifice to buy a home?
If you really want to own a home,
Yeah.
you should sacrifice whatever it takes to buy the house. So if that means that you're just eating basic food, cooking at home every night, not going out, not drinking, not buying a new car, not going, you know, to concerts, not going to the footy every weekend, then that's what you should do.
I did that for 1 year plus, you know, it didn't help me. I was trying to save up the money, but at the end of the day, like, how much I saved is like about 5 grand, and that wouldn't actually build up the savings to actually go in the market and buy it.
So what's stopping you from just buying something small that you can afford right now and then maybe upgrading later on?
I want to have a family as soon as I get a house, so the apartment wouldn't help. I'm not the kind of person I want to spend all my savings to a small box where I wouldn't fit myself or I wouldn't see my life there. I would rather wait for another year, I save up a little bit of money so I go on the market for the bigger place.
But as you're saving money, the market's going up.
Yeah, that's the problem. The market has gone up so bad.
But that's only a problem for you. That's beneficial for me. That's how I bought this place, was because my other unit went up. The longer that you stay out of the market with that image in your head, like, it just seems to be getting further and further away from you. That decision that you've just talked about wanting to move in, have a family, have pets, that's all the reasons why we bought out here. And I haven't regretted it one day since.
It depends on your personality as well.
100%, man, 100%. I look at someone like you that you work bloody hard. You work harder than I've ever worked in my life. And I think that someone like you should be able to buy a house. When I tried to buy my first house, it certainly wasn't my dream home.
Yeah.
But do you know why I bought my first place? Because I was looking around renting.
Yeah.
And take away the deposit.
Yeah.
My weekly repayments were the same as I could rent. Everyone's telling you how hard it is instead of telling you, no, this is how you do it.
I actually realized after all these conversations, so my first house wouldn't be my dream house anymore. I'm not happy about that. The fact that we live in our society, the system we're living in. So definitely my first house would be small block. Maybe in future, if system helps, maybe I can have my dream house.